Hello, and thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Mademoiselle Lena, and you can find me online at www.conjureknits.com. Today, we are doing the monthly TarotScope for Cancer for September 2020. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, Spirit, what do you have for Cancer? It's for September 2020. Spirit, what do you have? Messages. Spirit. Cancer. While I'm shuffling, I would like to make a couple of announcements. For those of you who have already subscribed, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. It helps out my channel so much. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so and be sure to click the little bell so you get my notifications of when I upload new videos or go live. Speaking of going live, I go live every Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I do 1 hour of free mini readings. These are mini readings, so I do not do general readings during this time. I only answer specific questions. That way I can get more people, and because I really hate it when people feel like I didn't get to them or that I looked over them, because that is not at all the case. Also, on Thursday evenings, I am a co-host of Conjure Crew. Now, this one is not live. We do meet up in a secret clubhouse, and we talk about all things magical. This is not a reading session. This is more of a discussion. If people come in, they have questions about magical things, we do answer those questions. If there is something that comes up and we are unable to answer, I'm pretty sure one of us knows somebody who can answer. The only way to join in on that conversation is to go to www.conjureknits.com, scroll to the bottom of the page, and sign up there. I will put the link up above here for you. I also do the monthly TarotScopes for all of the zodiac signs. Each week I upload the weekly forecast, and I'm getting to where I'm starting to do daily card draws, the card of the day. So be sure to be on the lookout for those. I stay pretty busy here on this channel. It's pretty active, so you really don't want to miss out. So let's go ahead and see what Spirit has for Cancer for September. Cancer for September. Okay. And there we go. So now we will be looking for our significator card. Oops, that one wants to stay. We'll let it stay. Looking for Cancer, looking for Cancer. And there we go. So, Cancer, your focus for the month of September 2020 is going to be on love, relationships, family, domestic affairs, children, and home. So let's see what Spirit is trying to tell us. Okay. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. You have a lot of cards this month. We are talking about personal relationships. So, let's see what's going on here. Okay, and card number 1, the Chariot. Some authors have linked this card to the sun god, who in various traditions rides his chariot across the sky. Others have seen the arm rider as Mars, the Roman god of war, who is also riding a chariot. But the illustration on the card resembles medieval representations of a popular story about Alexander the Great. After having conquered many countries, Alexander decided to subdue the sky. He harnessed 2 griffins, legendary flying animals, to his chariot and held a spear with a piece of meat over their heads. The hungry griffins tried to reach the meat, and flying upwards, they carried his chariot with him. On the way up, a flying Wonder Man appeared and warned Alexander to give up his plan. Alexander lowered his spear, and the chariot landed safely on the ground. The chariot celebrates a victory. The armed rider with his spear looks like a warrior, but the calm atmosphere and the decorations hint at a march of triumph rather than of an act of going to war. This makes historical sense. War chariots kept their symbolic role in victory parades long after they became obsolete in actual fighting. The crown on the rider's head may also be a symbol of victory rather than a mark of royalty. The chariot is in motion. It is also a status symbol. It's like in ancient times, you got to remember that a chariot was a symbol of a high rank or a token of excellence endowed by the ruler, like the king or the emperor, someone who is higher up. The chariot is protected from the outside. So it's like you're inside the chariot, you're protected. It also kind of, it goes without control as well. Yeah, because this rider, he's not holding any reins in his hand, and it seems that the horses are pulling the chariot whichever way they wish, leaning to the left side of the card. The two masks on the shoulders may represent conflicting thoughts or opposing wishes. Perhaps you don't know where you want to go, and meanwhile, the old habits pull you towards the known and familiar. It may also be that instead of setting your own targets, external factors such as status and assets determine your course. So, this card's really about traveling, it could be about victory. And this could mean many things. It's more along the lines, like they said, of status than it is royalty. So you may be trying to, well, let's just see where our story goes. Sorry. So let's go ahead and see what our next card is. And we have the Hanged Man. In ancient times, hanging a person upside down was a form of torture, combining pain and humiliation. Often it was used on people with non-orthodox beliefs. In the Roman Empire, it was applied to Christians, and in medieval Spain, to Jews and Muslims. But in the hangman's inverted view, everything is upside down. Suffering for your faith isn't a humiliation, but a great honor. The hangman receives a punishment, but he's really not feeling like he's being punished. If you look here, you'll notice this guy is not sweating. He is not crying. He is not scowling or frowning. He's just like, okay, whatever. He accepts his punishment. And he's just, he's making a sacrifice for what he believes in. He's refraining from action. He's not trying to fight it. He sees the world upside down. You may think that this position would seem distressful, but this is only a matter of perspective. He accepts being different, and he also examines the depth. If you remember the story of Odin hanging from the tree of life, as he's hanging there and he's looking down into the little stream or river, whatever it was, that's when he discovers the runes. He had to look deeper into something, look at it from a different point of view, and look deeper into the situation. And that's when great things are discovered. Okay, let's see what our next card is. The Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is exhaustion. A period of battles and clashes leaves all sides exhausted. It's a complex situation with many conflicting interests. A sophisticated approach will win over a simple one. Finding an ally to confront the situation from another angle. So it's just like total and complete burnout. Okay, and then we have Ace of Coins. This could be the beginning of a business or an economic venture. Devoting attention and effort to material matters such as bodily health, property, the workplace, or the living space. It's a stable and solid base for future growth. A practical attitude which remains close to the ground and to tangible matters is materialistic considerations. Might be a significant sum of money appearing in your life. Let's keep going. Next, we have the Magician. La Bateleur. This is an archaic French word meaning a street conjurer, a juggler, a sleight of hand artist, a popular showman, or sometimes even a charlatan. The man dressed in fancy garb looks like a street magician in a performance. Some of the objects in his hands and on the table can be recognized as conjuring tools. Others may be hidden in what looks like a strange little sack here. The raised hand has sometimes been interpreted as directing the wand towards higher powers above, but it may just be a conjuring trick to divert attention from what the other hand is doing. The magician also stands at a gate. He's kind of like a gatekeeper, maybe to a different realm or a different reality. He's embarking on a journey maybe to another world. It's like, here's the little portal here, and once you pass through that portal, you might, find yourself in another dimension. Also, this could be because Halloween or All Hallows Eve is coming up, and that is when the veil is thinnest, so that could be signifying something in that regard. The magician starts something new. This is the first card of the suit of the major arcana, so he could be starting something new here as well. He uses tools. He uses what he has. He has everything he needs already here. Another thing, though, that a street magician does is he creates illusions. You know, the old cup and ball trick. Well, he's got his cup and balls. In fact, he's got one of the little balls right here in his hand. And see, here are his cups. It's like, okay, which one is it? Which one is it in? Which one is it in? And then he's doing something over here to take your attention away, and you lose track of where the ball was. So he does create illusions as well. By diverting your attention, you only see one part. You're not really paying attention to what's going on down here because you are looking up here. So be careful not to get distracted. Okay, and then next we have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is about leadership. It's about nourishment, taking care of those that are underneath you. Though it could be your family, loved ones. This is about love, relationships, and family. So this is, providing sustenance and nourishment to those other people that you really care about. But in the meantime, don't forget to take care of yourself. And then we have La Force, the Strength card. Fighting a lion is a common symbol of force and courage. The Bible mentions Samson and David fighting lions, and the Greek mythical hero Hercules kills a lion as one of his 12 tasks. The female figure here may come from another Greek tale about the nymph Serene, the daughter of a mortal king. One day, when tending her father's sheep, Serene fought and killed a lion who threatened to devour them. The god Apollo, who was passing by, watched the fight and fell in love with her. He took her to the Libyan coast, where he made her a queen of the area known to this day as Cyrenaica. A female goddess riding a lion or a tiger is also known in India, where she appears as the mighty fighting goddess Durga, or Kali in darker respect. But the force here, she's acting gently. She clearly represents strength and domination, but it is not the tough masculine domination that we see in other cards like the Emperor. Where he's gripping his scepter all hard and all that stuff. This figure is a woman. Her posture and her hold on the animal's mouth seems soft and gentle, and the lion's docile gaze upwards may suggest a pet rather than a wild beast. Perhaps it is a situation of taming and mastery through collaboration rather than a fierce struggle against a cruel adversary. This woman, she really expresses self-confidence and personal strength without the need for violence. So also, you know what they say too, you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. So it's about how you approach things. You approach things with kindness and love in your heart, and you'll progress further in whatever it is that you're trying to progress in. You don't have to always be so rough and tough. Okay, and then our next card is The Ace of Cups. This represents a new love. It's intimacy, mystery, the warmth of hidden feelings, focusing on romantic affairs or on emotional issues. It's yearning for someone who is absent or longing for something that is unattainable. It's a romantic, spiritual, or idealistic attitudes, feelings of mystery. It's devotion and submission to something beyond yourself. Okay, and then we have the King of Cups. The cup in the king's hand resembles the closed cup of the queen, but it does have a narrow opening which may symbolize the controlled expression of emotions. The cup appears to be divided into two parts held together by the hand, but having a small misalignment here. We can see this as an emotional rupture or maybe even a broken heart. But the king manages to hold the pieces together, and he is looking forward here. The raised brim of the hat expresses openness and reception towards new messages. It also opens the king's field of vision to the right, signaling an optimistic look forward, while the feet point in the direction of the past. The lines of the floor converge towards the future. This is emotional maturity and the wisdom of experience here. It's an ability to overcome past sorrows and to be able to look forward. For example, getting over a psychological or romantic crisis. A lucid and realistic outlook, which can still be positive and optimistic. He's very restrained and careful about expressing his emotions, but there is openness towards new experiences and new relationships. Yeah, he's open, but he's also prudent and cautious. Nothing is more whole than a broken heart, they say. Let's see what we got here. You may be doing some traveling this month. It's also very possible that things have gotten out of control. You've let go of the reins. You're not really quite sure which way to go. Things are a bit chaotic, and you keep leaning back towards the things that you're familiar with and that you're used to. It's really advisable that you think outside of the box, because the way that things are going right now, it's leaving you completely exhausted. You are stable. Whether you believe it or not, there is stability to you. You do have all the tools you need to take care of the ones you love. Just remember to take care of yourself as well. Also, it looks like you either already have or there is a new partner that's coming in towards the end of the month. This person may be a little bit closed off. This closed off person could be you. You could be the one that's closed off. In regards to this person, whether it's you or whether it's a new person that's coming in, make sure that you treat yourself or the other person with kindness and patience. Don't try to rush things. Don't try to force people to open up and share their feelings right away, because that is just not the case here. This person has been hurt in the past, and they've got some walls built up. So let things unfold naturally. Let nature take its course. There's no need to be in a rush. There's really not. This is something that's brand new. It honestly, even with shit as chaotic and so off the wall as it is right now, you really are in a good spot. I mean, you're stable, you have everything you need. You can provide for yourself, you provide for others. It's almost like it's gotten so much out of control that you're burnt out. Either that or you're working your ass off to take care of your family and your loved ones and you're burnt out. And because of that, you need to remember that there are others around you that need to be treated with kindness and patience. I hope that this reading has helped you and will help lead and guide you throughout the month of September. If you would like a more in-depth and detailed reading, please go over to my website at www.conjureknits.com. Click on the link at the top of the page. I'm looking so forward to speaking with you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please share it with your friends and also check out the links listed below. I'll talk to you guys soon. Love you bunches.
To find out more about Mademoiselle Lena or to book a reading, please visit us online at www.conjureknits.com. That is CONJUREKNITS.com.